my britches? If you are new here, hello, my name is Brittany. In today's video, we're having a motherfucking swatch party! By the way, happy hump day! Happy Wednesday, everybody! So today's video, look at these fucking eyeballs, okay? Today we're going to be talking about the new Terra Moons, the Fall Equinox collection. Now, I swatched this one earlier, and I was like, I can't swatch these ahead of time. This needs to be a whole moment by itself. Like, we need to experience this all together. So the only one that I've swatched is this top one, and that's the one that's on my eyes right now, and I'm just like, bitch, fuck me up. These, I'm so excited to stick my fingers in these. So currently, these are not available. I know, great timing, Brittany. I think that these were available for pre-order, and then they kind of keep bringing it back for pre-order, so keep your eyes peeled if you are interested in these. The prices range, I think, from $8 to $13 to $17, depending on which shade you get. Or, if you're like me, you bought the entire collection, and it's $161, I'm pretty sure. So, very spency, but this is an indie brand, and I feel like you're genuinely paying for the gloriousness that you see on these eyeballs right now. Wait a second. Oh, shit. Kate's engaged. Hold on. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Woo! Wait, we need to do better than that. What the hell was that? Hold. Yes! Congrats, girl! Oh, that's so exciting. Oh my gosh, if only I could be engaged again. I mean, I'm married, so it's fine. Okay, so I'm basically gonna swatch everything. I'm gonna show you guys the shifts as much as I can. And maybe, depending on how you guys feel about it as we get through everything, maybe we'll do some comparisons. But after just kind of looking at these and just knowing, like, the formula of Terra Moon, I feel like their formula does stand alone. It's a lot more, like, how do I want to explain this? The texture of the formula, it feels a lot more like a cream. So it feels a little bit thicker. It applies beautifully, but I feel like it really has, like, a very pigmented base to it, whereas I feel a lot of eyeshadows, because I always think of, like, Divina, Cleona, Adept. I even pulled out Indi Cosmetics. I also have a Clarity palette. I think it's Clarity, right? The So Amazing. Yes, Clarity Cosmetics. But I don't feel that these have the base and the colors that Terra Moons does. So I do feel like these just basically stand alone, like I did say. Okay, you guys get it? So we're just going to go through these, have a little swatch party. Today is like my day one of trying to be like better with my diet. Okay, so we're drinking water today. Don't love that for me. What are we drinking today, everybody? I should have brought a straw. I'm just drinking water with lemon. I know, not fun at all. So, I just saw, Lou asked, how does it differ from Adept and Divina? So, I think with Divina, there's resemblances as far as, like, the shades, maybe, like, the color shifts for some of them. But I feel like aside from the, like, Aurora flares, like, those have that really dark base, and it has, like, a really pigmented base to it. A lot of the other shadows that I have from Divina, they're more of, like, sparkly toppers. Same thing I feel with a lot of Cleona's, but except for, like, the pastel collection, which is my favorite. I like when the eyeshadows, like, especially like these, I prefer when they have that pigmented base, because then you're not just getting, like, a sparkle effect, you're getting, like, a whole color shift. So I would compare just by, like, the first one that I swatched. Those are the, like, formulas I would probably compare closest to it. But it's still totally different just because of, like, the actual texture of it. So, oh, is there a fucking birthday in the house? It's Lisa's birthday! Oh my god, before, we gotta do this really quick. Wait. Where did I see some Lisa Ann? Where you at, girl? Where you at? Where's the birth? Oh, hold the fuck on. We gotta do this. This is Lisa. Happy birthday, Lisa. Yes. Thank you so much for spending your birthday with us. I love it so much. So guys, if you guys like swatch parties, if you like indie eyeshadows, if you like me and my sparkling personality, or if you just like watching a video that's a hot ass mess, go ahead and like the damn video. I'll wait. And subscribe because why not? We do these quite often in swatch parties. They're fun, right? I'm not even gonna coin the swatch party. Like, I totally got this from Karen Harris because she used to do swatch parties all the time. But I feel like swatch parties are so appropriate when it comes to especially like single shadows or indie eyeshadows, because a lot of them you do purchase like individually. So, oh, I see you guys coming through with all the birthday wishes. 42 is the new 22. Yes, bitch. I love it. Okay. Let's get into these eyeshadows, shall we? So, if you've never purchased from Terra Moons before, I wanted to show you guys briefly the packaging because everything came so nicely packaged. It came in just basically an envelope, but they were completely wrapped, as you're seeing right here, with bubble wrap. So you get usually 6 and 6. I say usually. They like basically split it up evenly. I feel like a lot of indie brands do this when you're purchasing single shadows. Like Makeup Geek comes to mind as well. So really well protected. You're seeing like the whole shebang right here. I know this is like overkill. Do you guys even care? But you're getting a little glimpse of what the actual packaging looks like, which it's packaged exactly like single shadows typically are. So you see 6 and 6, right? You get it. So let's get into the eyeshadows. So the first one I picked up was the Cosmos, an extreme multi-chrome shade that has a large mica particle size. It shifts light blue, lavender, and green and gold. That's the eyeshadow that you're seeing on my face right now, or my eyeballs right now. So it's this shade right here. And bitch, like, I was gonna swatch these ahead of time and do comparisons and shit, but I was like, no, I swatched this. Look at this shit. This is the one you guys saw on my Instagram today. And I cannot, this is like literally the most beautiful eyeshadow I think I've ever seen in my entire life. So, give you guys a little swatch of this one. So, you're going to see how pigmented the base is. See how it's not really sheer? That's what I mean when I say like a pigmented base. But this one, the amount of reflections that this has, I'm so surprised that I don't have a shade in my collection like this. Just because I'm like, whenever you're like getting into like the multi-chromes and shit, you always feel like either the reflex are similar or the undertones are similar. Like there's always something like similar about a lot of them because it's almost like they're all getting like the same sort of pigments and it's just the formula's different. I have never seen a fucking eyeshadow that looks like this. It is so gorgeous. So this is the first one and you can see, look at, I came prepared today, guys. You see that? So this is shade number 1. It's absolutely beautiful. It's the only one, but damn, it's so, so good. This is swatch porn. Yes, yes it is. So the next shade, Cosmic Dancer. A gray-based multi-chrome. It shifts blue, green, and purple. So this one we're going to experience all together. I'm so ready for this one. So let's give you guys the visual. Now, one thing I will say about these is they do like pick up a little bit chunky. So I feel like you do need to almost like smooth it out, which isn't necessarily my favorite, but bitch, you see? Like when I'm looking down at this shade right now, it looks purple. You guys see green, right? Let me move this around to see if you guys can see that purple shift. This is where multi-chromes get so difficult. Because it's straight up like a fluorescent purple when I look down at this right now. This top one is almost like a fluorescent minty green. Oh, bitch! This is why I wanted to swatch this all together. Like, all of us together. You know, it's like show and tell. You just want to show all your friends. Look how fucking stunning. Oh, I can't. So that's Cosmic Dancer. Oh my god. Then we have Space Case, okay? A gray-based multi-chrome. It shifts yellow, green, blue, and hints of purple. Oh, are we ready for this? So in the pan, this one looks green. I'm so curious to see what this looks like. Again, it picks up a little bit chunky. That's where I really want you guys to see this. That looks like straight up lime green, right? Oh, I'm so ready for this. Oh, and when I swatch it and I'm looking down at it right now, it looks like almost like a taupey purple. Oh. Do you see, like, how strong that metallicness is, though? And you know what? Here's the thing. Like, okay, look at my eyeballs right now. Whenever you see eyeshadows like this, you always get nervous, at least I do, because I do have textured lids. I get nervous that it's going to accentuate the texture of my lids. As you can see, like, bitch, where's the texture? You don't see it. It smooths out really, really nicely. Oh my god. It's so beautiful. Oh my god, I'm so glad. Listen, I bought this collection just because you guys had asked for it. I had no intention because I picked up it was like the solar and lunar collection of the chameleons. I have not touched this like since I got it. I don't know why, but I'm playing my fucking self, not touching these. So that was Space Case. The next one is M51. A gray-based multichrome. It shifts green, purple, red, and has hints of blue. Are we ready? Number 4. Oh my god. And these feel very, very soft to the touch. So it's almost like you want to be careful. You want to store them accordingly because it seems like they probably will break easily, which I feel like is very common for like really special shades like this. So this is M51. I feel like too that gray base is so nice because it's not like too much. You guys like that? Like me digging in my nose. It's not too much. Like some of these multichromes when they have the black base to them, it's almost like when the pigment kind of comes off, you still see that black base, if that makes sense. I feel like the gray is going to be so flattering. Oh my fucking girl. It's so pretty. So when I look at it like this, it looks more of like a magenta. You're not seeing magenta like at all. Like after I'm done swatching them, I'll probably stand up and just like move it around a little bit more just so you guys could see it. But damn, but do you see like when I swatch, you see how on all of this side you see like the clumpiness? That's where I say you're going to want to like smooth over them. Okay? So that's number 4. That was M51. Next one, Solar Expansion, an extreme multichrome shadow. It shifts green, taupe, and pink. Like, I feel like I did a really good job capturing the shift when you see these, like, individual pans. Good job, Brittany. So this one, in the pan, it looks like when I'm looking at it right now, it looks like a beautiful olive green. And these have the most beautiful, like, sparkly reflect to them as well. Oh my god, I'm so ready. I feel like, look at the swatch porn that's on my fingers. I feel like this is a very, like, typical multichrome that we've seen a lot. Like, this is probably equivalent to what we saw in, like, the Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2, the shade that, like, everybody lost their shit over. But I feel like every brand that has done multichromes has probably done this, where it has, like, that, like, olive base to it, but then it reflects, like, basically like a maroon. But I feel like this has a really beautiful sparkliness to it. I don't know what the hell I was just trying to say, but sparkliness, that's the word I was looking for. This one actually reminds me, just right off the bat, like this is the first one to actually remind me of other ones. So I'm going to say this one reminds me of something we've seen from probably Cleona, Davina, shit, even Sydney Grace when they were doing their multichromes. Pat McGrath, like if you have any of that... What's the shade I'm thinking of for Davina? Because I feel like a lot of people have the singles from Davina. Australis. This is the one it kind of reminds me of, except I think that this has more of like a purpley undertone to it, whereas the Terra Moon, it's more like burgundy. What does it look like? When I'm looking down at it right now, it looks like a forest green. Oh my god. But it's this type of shade that is what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like we've seen it before. It's not like, it's not super unique in comparison to the other ones that we've swatched so far. So that was Solar Expansion. Then we have Val Nebula, a plum maroon, blue and green chameleon shade. When I first saw this shade, I'm just like, oh my god, it looks so beautiful. Like, I love taupey shades like this, and it just looks stunning. So it has like a taupiness to it, but it also looks almost like a khaki. This one reminds me of a Cleona shade as well. I am wiping my fingers off in between so I'm not getting any overlap. This reminds me of... Fuck. I have like all of my palettes here. I'm trying to think It was in... Shit. Let me see if I could figure it out really quick. Hold on. Let me look. Let me look. Let me look. I know, guys. The anticipation is killing you right now, right? I feel like this reminds me of one of the shades in the pastel collection, which is Bloodline. And I feel like Bloodline was such a unique shade. So Bloodline is here, and then we have Veil Nebula on my index finger. I feel like you could even see, too, like, the undertone or, like, the base is stronger in the Terra Moon versus the Cleona. But I feel like that's the one that's, like, I have not seen any other shade like that except for Cleona with this one. Look how beautiful and, like, neutral and beautiful. So when I look at it like this, it looks purple. This is where I'm just like, okay, they do a great job at, like, explaining what their, like, shades look like, but I still see different undertones aside from what they explain, like, in the description of their shades. What do we think so far, though? Like, this is half of these, and these are just like, oh my god. Gorgeous. So let me move back really quick. I want to show the shifts, like, sideways, just so you could hopefully see a little bit better as far as, like, what we're working with these. But oh my god, like, I am so fucking impressed. Let me move even back a little bit. It's gonna be out of focus, but you could probably see even different tones. Oh my god, I am fucking done. Terra Moon, like, I'm halfway through this and I'm just like, I'm so glad you took all of my money. And you know what? I'm so glad that you guys persuaded me to buy these, because like I said, I wasn't going to. I was like, nah, these bitches can chill, like. But then I forget what video it was. I think we talked about it in, like, new makeup releases, and y'all were like, no, you need to get them. So here we are. I think that there's another shade in the Cleona. I don't know, because I'm like, was it Bloodline for this one? I don't know. But I still feel like they're so different. Like, I don't know. There's just something about these that is so different. So the next one we have Tidal Flare. It's a reddish bronze, purple, gold, and orange chameleon shade. Here we go. So this one in the pan, it looks almost like a copper. That's how I'm going to explain it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are y'all ready? So when I'm looking down at this right now, it looks like a khaki brown. Borderline, like, taupey. I can't believe you guys are seeing maroon. Like, this is so trippy. Because I see maroon, I see orange. It almost looks like a penny. But then when I look this way, I don't see that at all. This, like, makes me mad. They're so pretty. That's very much where I'm at. So it looks so much better when you smooth over it like that. So I feel like that... Do y'all see purple right there? Like, I don't see purple at all. That's where it's like, these are so extraordinary. Like, I'm fascinated by eyeshadows like this. I'm like, listen, how do these brands do it? So then we have Midnight Winter. It's a black-based chameleon shade that has purple, blue, teal, and green. So I think this one is probably going to have a much stronger base to it. And like I said, like, these ones... It's usually so much more, like, apparent with the shift. Like, this is another one I feel like we've seen before with Divina. And I'll pull that one out, actually, next. So. Oh, and even, like, the texture of it feels so much like Divina. Like, that one is really fucking close. So when I'm looking at it this way, it looks green. You guys are seeing more of that purple, like, almost like magenta-ish purple. And then a deep purple. This one is very much like the Aurora Flare. And I'm going to say it's probably most similar to Borealis. These two look very, very similar to one another. Because that's got, if anything, I think this might be even more metallic. But, right? Similar vibes. It's going to be hard to compare them. Maybe we'll do comparisons after. You guys let me know. But I feel like if you have Borealis by Divina, this is one you probably don't need it. Because we've seen it before. But you see where it's like, that gray base, I think, is just so much more appealing. But I get it, because it's like, obviously, that base is probably not going to work for everything. And it gives you just different, like, completely different looks to the shades. So the next one is Crimson Eclipse This is a magenta, orange, and yellow shifting chameleon shade. So this one was the only one. I took a shot of it and I forgot to edit it before I got started. This one was the only one that it's like the pigment. Something happened. I wish that I kept the packaging, because hang on, let me garbage pick for a second. Ooh, that was pure luck right there because I just grabbed it. So with this one, this is what my packaging looked like when I opened it. So I don't know if it's like an oil transfer or whatever, but this was on the inside of the pan, or like the inside, like the pan was in here and then it seeped through the outside. So this is one thing I'm just like, I don't know if I love that. I don't know why that happened, but I'm assuming it's probably something with the formula. But just so you guys are aware that this is what this shade specifically looked like. I didn't have this issue with any of the other ones. So let's swatch it. This one looks almost like, I think of like Charizard. It reminds me of a brighter version of Tucana from Divina. Like, it's more of like a hot pink version of Tucana, because I feel like Tucana is more almost like a peachy orange that shifts pink, but this has way more of like a hot pink effect to it. So this one will shift from like yellow to orange to that really vibrant pink that you guys are seeing right there. So this one, it's close to Tucana, but I don't feel like it's the same. What are we thinking? Like, what's your favorite one so far? I'm so nosy. And then we have Star Sign, which is a duochrome. It's a blue, purple, and a green eyeshadow. This one, in my opinion, just based on how it looks in the pan, I feel like this one is probably going to be the least wow for me, just because, one, it's a duochrome and it's not like a multichrome, you know? But I feel like this is one that I know that I've seen before, or something really, really similar to it, at least by how it looks in the pan. Maybe this is going to surprise me. But I feel like this specifically, I've seen this with Divina as well. So let's swatch her. Yeah, we've definitely seen this one. I even think with Cleona, I might have something similar to this one, but definitely Divina. I could picture the shade right now. If I could find it really quick, I'll show you. This reminds me the most of, this is from, I think, the Star Chasers, which, oh my god, I thought the name of this was Star Chaser. I was going to say that's so convenient. But the shade Altair, it's almost exactly like that. Just based off of how it looks, I think Altair might be slightly more like baby blue. I think the Star Sign is maybe a hint more like purpley with the blue. But I think overall they're going to look so damn similar that it's like you probably don't need both. That sort of a situation. So there's that. Again, if you guys want swatches at the end, I just want to get through this stuff first and then we could like hang after the fact. So Star Sign, I'm just like, okay, this one, it's beautiful, it's pretty, but it's not giving me that like wow like basically all these other ones have. So there's that. Next one is Siren. It's a pea green shimmer with blue and reddish reflex. This is another one, just like looking at the pan, like I'm such a fucking sucker for green eyeshadows. I love it. So this one was like basically jumping out at me like as soon as I put these all in this palette. I do need to get like a bigger palette just so I could keep all of my Terra Moon eyeshadows together. So this is what the shade looks like. Tell me that this is not Gorgina. If I had to pick like a perfect green, this might be it, because it's got like a perfect amount of like neutralness in it. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. But it's not gonna wow me as much just because it's a lot more like soft. So this is gonna be more, it's not even really like a duochrome. I feel like this is just like a really beautiful like metallic eyeshadow. But I love the shade of it. So that's the shade Siren, and then the last shade is gonna be Dark Energy. And I feel like this is another one we've probably seen before. So it's going to have a duochrome deep purple, blue with a black shadow. Okay. Let's give you guys a quick swatchy, and then you guys can tell me which one you like the best. Like, I feel like this is another one I've totally seen from Divina. So I'm going to do this one just like I did the other side. I'm just going to swatch it, just going straight up. The black base is very strong in this one. And you don't see like as much of a reflect, like it's got that I mean, I feel like that's perfectly explained. Like a deep purple, blue with a black, like a black base to it. This one is going to remind me the most of Divina. What was the shade name? Probably Divina Magnetosphere. Very, very similar to the, like, I feel like even just, like, looking at the pad, you could probably see where it's so similar. So, I do think that the textures are definitely different. Like, Divina has a very silky texture to it, whereas Terra Moon has, like I said earlier, like, almost like a creamy feel to it. It's very, very unique. Like, actually, you know what? Even Thermosphere, that might be closer, I think, because that's got that beautiful purple shift as well. So if you have the Aurora flares, I think some of these you could easily skip on. But really, like, basically, like, these 6, I'm like, I don't think I have anything like these. There's just something that's so different. Actually, aside from this one. This one, I know I have something very similar. This one's something probably close, but, like, these 4. We'll say these 4. There's just something so unique about them. So I'm dying to know, guys, what was your favorite that you guys have seen today? Because I'm just like, oh my god, look at all the gloriousness of Terra Moon's eyeshadows. So let me do some comparison swatches just off the ones that I think, like, came quickly to mind. And if you guys in the live chat want to see anything specific, if I could find it relatively quickly, I will absolutely swatch it for you. Keep in mind, these are not currently available, but I think pre-orders come up every so often. And then I believe, I don't have a discount code with Terra Moon, but I believe I use the code Amy Loves. I wonder if Motivate the Earth has a discount code. If try Earth, she might have one. But I'm pretty sure I used Amy's. So it's Amy Loves. And I think it's either 10 or 15% off. I don't know if it's affiliate or not. But damn. Okay, so let me do... I feel like everybody's going to say the first shade is their favorite, right? So if you missed it from the beginning, that's the shade that's actually on my eyes right now. The only eyeshadow that I was like, okay, it kind of reminds me of it, but it's still so different. Let's give you guys another swatch. Like, oh my god. This just makes me so fucking happy. It's so beautiful. The only eyeshadow that came to mind with this one was from the So Mermazing palette from Clarity Cosmetics. And it's not the same, okay? But Beach Please, I think, is probably the most similar because this has a similar, like, texture as far as, like, very flaky when you pick it up. But this does not have that pigmented base like we talked about. So it's going to be a lot more sheer. And this one, in my opinion, is more green versus this here. You get way more of a stronger reflect of that, like, baby blue or, like, a sky blue. I feel like you could really see, like, the base right there. But when you reflect it, there's so much more dimension to the Terra Moon eyeshadow. Like, if I were to recommend any from this collection, it's this one. That's the Cosmos. That's the name of that one. So that's the only one I was just like, oh yeah, I could totally see it. Like, I have a shit ton of Divina eyeshadows, and I'm looking at this palette, and I'm like, I don't see anything that would be remotely similar to that shade right there. So that one is very, very unique for my collection. So, next one. I think those first 4, it's just, like, easy, like, can't think of anything. Let's get into the second row. So I'm going to start with Solar Expansion, which is... I'm going to forget how these are explained. But this is the one I'm like, alright, we've definitely seen this before. Let me even pull out... I wasn't prepared for this because I wasn't expecting this to look like that, honestly. I need to fix my drawer for one. I'm going to pull out the Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2 so you guys can get a good comparison there. So this is the one, like I've said like 8,000 times. We've totally seen this, right? But there is something really, really beautiful and special about the Terra Moon one. Like, I'm seeing so much more sparkle. So let me compare it first to the Divina. I forget the name of it. I always forget the names, like, as soon as I say them. Australis. This one, oh my god. The texture of these Divina Aurora flares, like, they're so silky smooth. So let's swatch this one right underneath. Just to see how similar. Actually, you know what? I think Pat McGrath is going to be the most similar to this one. We're about to find out. All right, let's do Pat McGrath next. So that was Australis, yes, from Divina Cosmetics. Let's break out this Pat McGrath palette. I have not freaking touched this in so damn long. Oh my god, but this packaging is so cool. This packaging. All right, let's do, where's that eyeshadow? This one right here. This is the one I'm thinking of. Something like that. Even has that same, like, chunky pickup. So here we have the Pat McGrath from the Divine Rose 2. I know you see it. I know you see that glitter. That's the difference with the Terra Moon, 100%. Like, these ones look a lot more smooth. You don't have that glittery reflect to them. So even though we've seen this before, it's still different. Let me break out Cleona, because I'm pretty sure Cleona has a shade like this as well. Oh, I almost forgot Indie Beat Cosmetics, but I know Indie Beat Cosmetics does not have the shade like that. This is the palette that I'm talking about. This is more of like duochrome vibes. Beautiful palette. I cannot wait for the next one. Okay, let me find my Cleona palette. What shade am I looking for this one? It is the shade Forge. Such a beautiful shade. I think this texture, I thought Pat McGrath was going to be way more similar, but I actually think this one's going to be the most similar. Look at me contradicting myself. All right, ready? So this is Cleona Forge. What do we think? Man, I still see so much more sparkle, and this one actually looks a lot more like subtle, as far as like more wearable, I will say. Wearable, I'm going to use that term very, very loosely, because look at, oh my god, that was like fucking porn. Swatch porn right there. Look at that. Ready? Oh my god. Swatch porn. Oh my god, I live. Look at those greens, though. I love this, but you could see, man. You could see there is something different, though, with the Terra Moon. So I may have spoke too soon on that one. I'm pleasantly surprised with myself. All right. Michelle, I could not agree more. She said, once you get stuck on these types of eyeshadows, it's so hard to go back. And you know what? You are not lying at all. Which one do I want to do next? I'm like so excited. I'm so excited because these are so much different than I expected. Like when you look at them in the pan, they don't look like anything impressive at all. But when you swatch them, you're just like, oh shit. Oh, maybe they are impressive. So let me do, what's the shade? Veil Nebula. Because I think I saw another one with Divina that might be similar to this. I can't wait. Are y'all ready for the Divina Black Friday sale? Just wondering. So this is Veil Nebula. Man, this got like such a beautiful purple reflect, like when I'm looking down at it. Let's see if I can get it. There it is. Look at those reflects though, man. Oh! Okay, I'm annoying. All right, I want to pull out. It's not going to be similar. I already know it. This is from, I don't remember what collection. This is the Sweetie Sunbeam. I feel like when you look at these eyeshadows, they might look similar. No, they're not. That's way more golden. That's like not even worth our time. We're not doing that one. These aren't going to be similar. Let me bring out Utopian, because I think this might be something similar, possibly. It's hard to tell, though. Like, when you start swatching these special shades like this, you're just like, wait. Yeah, that's not even fucking close. It's so strange. Let me do, I'm like determined to find like something similar with Divina, but I really don't think I'm gonna. I think the closest I'm gonna find is something with Cleona. So let me break out my Cleona palettes again. Let me do Bloodline again, just so you guys can see that this is like my favorite collection. The pastels, so good. But this is gonna be probably the most similar thing that I have, and that's Bloodline, like I had said. I thought I had one more eyeshadow that looked something similar to this. Maybe it was just on, hold on. I'm like, maybe it was just on their website where I saw it. Maybe I didn't pick it up. What's this one? Look at this. Oh, tell me that's not fucking glorious looking. And it's like, oh my god, that's so much money in eyeshadows right here. So I think the one that I'm thinking of might be Opulent, maybe. but it's going to be like a totally different texture and formula because this is more of, one, it's not like duochrome. I think the pastel is the one that Bloodline's more similar. But it's like if you like the look of this one, but you wanted something that reflects a different color, right? Oh, Cat, she had it. Opulent. Yeah, so it's like this is, I mean, it's still like a duochrome. It just doesn't shift as hard as the top one there. I don't know. I'm just like, these are playing me. I feel like I'm being wildly unhelpful right now because I'm just like, oh wait, no, it's not at all what it looks like. So let me pull out. I'll pull out the ones that I'm like, okay, definitely something that I have in my collection. Those are the ones I'm going to stick to for the rest of these because I think I'm proving that none of these are the same so far, right? Okay. Jennifer said Opulent or Bloodline. Totally agree. I think Bloodline is more similar, though. All right, let's go with Midnight Winter, because I know that I have something in Divina that kind of resembles this one. So this shade, gorgeous. It almost reminds me of, like, gargoyles. I don't know why, but it totally does. Look at that. Oh, I love it. So Divina, I'm going to pull out, this is from the Aurora Flare collection. I'm going to pull out the shade Polaris. Has that silky texture, gorgeous. But this one looks way more like High Shine. Wow, I expected those to look way more similar. But you see, okay, so it's like, look at it here, and then turn it. It's like you kind of get similar vibes, but then again, the reflex are also different. Let me pull out more from Divina in comparison to this one, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of playing myself right now. That one's definitely not the same. Oh my god, Exosphere. This is like the most gorgeous eyeshadow of all time. It's so stunning. All right, what shade? I don't know. I think that was the closest one, though. Hang on. Let me move these around a little bit. I'm kind of getting the vibe, like the green tone. I'm kind of getting it from Hemisphere a little bit, but it's like, no, this is not the same at all. Like, totally different eyeshadows as far as, like, reflex go. Maybe not. What? Oh, yeah, no. Not even close. The greens are similar, but as far as, like, the reflex, nah. Damn. I'm so thrown. I thought that was going to be like dead nuts. Same exact thing. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that was a fail, I suppose. Let me see if I got anything from Cleona that's worthwhile. Because I only have 6 of their, I forget what the jeweled. Is that what they're called? Let's try the shade. Anil, I think is how you pronounce it. Because that has that same, like, green, purple shift. Let's try this one. Is this helpful, guys? Please let me know. Let's see. Alright, so this is Cleona. Oh, even that's so different. I could totally see some people being like, bitch, it's not different at all. But to me, it's so different. I'm just going to do this one for shits and gigs because it's right here. Patina. It's not going to be anything. No. Not even close. Okay, so I am, again, pleasantly surprised that none of these are, like, exactly the same, because I thought for sure they would be. I want to put Patina next to, because I'm like, wait, I remember this one. Space Case. This one was actually a lot brighter than I was expecting it to look, but it's still not the same. It's a lot, you could definitely see that, like, gray tone base there. It's just a lot more, like, toned down. All right, so Patina. I was like, what shade is that? And then this is Space Case, I think it was. Oh my god. So stunning. Oh. Are we having fun yet? Okay. Guys, I quit. I fucking quit. No, that's a lie. I want to do the one that I was basically, like, most underwhelmed by, which is Star Sign. I want to swatch this next to the, that Divina eyeshadow. So here's this one. Here's Star Sign. And then I want to swatch it next to... Let's find it! Oh my god. I keep opening the same ones. Like, I really need to get, like, one of those huge-ass Adept palettes so I could fit everything just in one. So all of my singles are all together, except for my Makeup Geek. So I'm going to swatch this next to Terra, just because I'm curious myself. Because this is one of my most used from Divina, which is actually really surprising for me. But I feel like these are going to be so similar. But they are still a little bit different, because this one's more of like a seafoam green, maybe. I feel like you're seeing more of like a light blue. But do you see like where you see blue, but then you see purple more with the Terra Moon? But I feel like the overall vibe is very similar. Like, this one is probably the most similar to like a lot of things that I probably have in my collection, between like all of my indie sort of eyeshadows. Like, even in the Somer Amazing palette, I feel like one of the shades in there would probably actually go probably very similarly. No, that one's more, this one's more green than that one there. I don't know, guys. I'm over here like, I played myself. I thought these were going to be easily like duped within what I already have, but one more. No, two more. That's a lie. Two more, guys. And then we'll be done. Let's do Crimson Eclipse. I want to swatch this next to Tucana, because I feel like Tucana is one of my most recommended eyeshadows from Divina, because it's truly spectacular. And there's even a shade in the Kaleidos palette that looks something similar to Tucana, except I think Tucana is better. So this is from Terra Moon, Crimson Eclipse. And then let me find it. Let me find her. I do this every single time because I have two palettes that look exactly like this. So this is Tucana right here. So I feel like you're automatically going to be like, yeah, no, they're not anything similar. But it's fine. We're going to swatch it anyway. So Tucana. I'm seeing a lot more yellow with Tucana as well. But you can see like similar vibes, except you get way more of like a hot pink with this one. And you know what? While we're in the Divina palette, if y'all don't have fucking Moonlit yet, this is the eyeshadow everybody needs in their life. Look how glorious. I've swatched that so many times for you guys, but I'm like, I can't. Anytime I see it, I need to swatch it, because it is glorious. Such a beautiful eyeshadow. I can't wait to see what they have coming, because I know they have new collections coming. So, one more shade. Okay? And I think this one's going to be similar to a Divina, Dark Energy. This has that black base, and I actually think I have one from Divina that might be similar. I was going to compare, like I said, to Indie Beat Cosmetics, but I think Indie Beat has more, I don't know, like, I feel like these shades are so different as well. But these are going to be more of duochromes versus multichromes. Like, these chameleons or multichromes, I don't think they're remotely the same. I get way more of a reflect from those types of eyeshadows than I do with these ones, but these are still glorious. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait for the new palette. Okay, let's do Dark Energy. Swatch this one here. This one does feel a little bit drier than the rest of them as well. I don't know if it's like a me thing or just the one that I got. I'm going to swatch it next to... Man, I got these powder dip nails, and I can't do fucking anything with these. Thermosphere. This is the one I think is going to be closest, but I don't know. We've seen time and time again how I don't know shit, apparently. That's close, though, right? Definitely more of like a vibrant blue for Divina, though. And a way stronger of a shift. Like, it's almost like, okay, this is what I think it is. I think Divina, it's more vibrant. It's more colorful. These Terra Moon, I think, are more like subtle, toned down. I don't want to say wearable, but I feel like it's like, if you wanted to like dip your toes into these types of eyeshadows, but you don't want it to be like super colorful, I think Terra Moon would probably be the place to start, because there is something more natural about them. Shit, I forgot to look at what shade that was. This is the shade Magnetosphere. But I think the first one's going to be more similar. Maybe not. I don't know, there's something so much more subtle about this one in real life. It looks a lot more vibrant, I think, on camera for this one than it does in real life. Definitely looks a lot more subtle. But pff, they're all fucking gorgeous, aren't they? Mo, you like those blue eyeshadows though? We all know how you like your blue shadows. Okay, everybody. The consensus for me is I think everybody should add this to your Christmas wish list. This is the Cosmos. Okay? This shade, I'm telling, at least in my collection, maybe a brand has done a shade like this and I just haven't purchased it yet. But this is literally the one. Damn. That's so stunning. And it's so reflective and vibrant and beautiful. Like, so much color shift. I cannot with this eyeshadow. I think these are all stunning, though. Do you need them? No. Are they something that I wear on a day-to-day basis? No. But you know what? Especially since I'm in, like, a mode right now, right? I feel like I'm using nothing but Makeup Geek shadows lately. And don't get me wrong, I love the Makeup Geek foileds. But it's like, when you saw this look before I put the Cosmos on top, it's like, okay, it's fine. And it would have looked beautiful even if I put just like a foiled shadow. But I was like, all right, adding something like this just makes it look so much more unique and so much more beautiful. It's just different. And like Michelle said earlier, once you start with these types of eyeshadows, you cannot go back. Like, I done fucked up by starting getting these, but man, it's like, I'm like, I need to start using these ones more now too, because these were, I think it was the Solar and Lunar Chameleons, what this collection was. I don't even remember if I did like a swatch party with these. I don't know, but either way, actually, no, those are different. I was going to compare these two, but they're not the same. So, in summary for today's video, I think these are absolutely stunning. Some of them I could have done without, but this top row, the first four, if you missed it in the beginning, you're going to want to go back and watch it, okay? If you guys have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. If you guys do want swatch comparisons on like Instagram or something, I forgot to do the giveaway winner. Fuck. I got to do that today too. Okay, so leave a comment if you guys want to know any of my other thoughts on this collection, but I think it's beautiful. I will keep you guys posted if I see it come back in stock for a pre-order again. That's like the only downfall with Indi is like, you want this stuff because it's so beautiful, but it sells out so quickly. So if you see this stuff restock, you're going to want to snag it like as soon as you see it. So I think their last pre-order, I can't remember when it was shipping. It's all on the website. I have it linked down below. I have everything on my face linked down below. I have a nice like foundation cocktail on today, which I'm really happy about. This highlight goes perfectly with this look. This is just an overall vibe. Okay, so guys, make sure if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up or thumbs it down. That's cool too. But share the love for these eyeshadows, okay? Share this with your friends and be like, excuse me. If you're wondering what I want for Christmas, like, here you go. Or send it to your significant other. That's fine too. All right, so going forward, we're going to have Sephora content coming up for the VIB sale. I'm going to have recommendations. I thought about doing, like, what I wasted my money on type of video. I know somebody gave me that idea, and I can't remember who it was. I think I'm going to do, like, top 10, like, gift sets. Maybe, like, do a separate palette video, because, I don't know, like, I don't know. I'm still figuring out how I want to do it. But Sephora content is definitely coming. I have the Danessa Myricks palette. That should be here, I think, Friday, so that's coming up. If it comes sooner, you'll see that. We're going to have the Indie Beat Cosmetics palette. When that launches, that will be coming to me. We got a lot of stuff's coming, okay? So make sure you guys thumbs it up, thumbs it down, whatever. Subscribe. Follow me on TikTok. I tried a new hack today. It was kind of a fail. A little spoiler. But you can watch it on TikTok. And if you're wondering how I did this cut crease, you're going to want to watch yesterday's TikTok because I did it again. Yeah. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's video. Again, if you got any questions, anything, check out the description box or leave it in the comments. Other than that, turn on your damn notifications so you're notified when I go live, and I will see you guys in my next one. Okay, bye!